Hey guys, it's Ashley from Bookaholics Anonymous, and this is another book talk, and today we are doing a book talk on Whichwood by Mafi. So, I read these out of order, because this is actually, it's not, well, not out of order really, but this is supposed to be a companion novel to Furthermore by Mafi. So, I kind of read them out of order, because some of the characters in this one are actually the main characters in Furthermore. And so this kind of reverts some stuff back to Furthermore, but not a lot, so it's not like I was lost at all. So the main story on this is, or the main character in this one is, I forget her name, Laylee. They have some interesting names. The main character her name is Laylee. She's not very old, and she is a moored shore in the village of Whichwood, which is a person who deals with the dead. So it is just her. She's like 14 or 15, I think, if not younger. And she lives by herself. Her parents are both, her mom is dead. Her dad kind of went crazy and left to try to find, I'm not really sure, to try to be with her mom, even though her mom's dead. I'm not really sure. A little bit confusing. But so yeah, she's living in this place, in this castle by herself, and her job is to basically take care of the dead and to clean them and bury them and make sure they live, or they go off into the afterlife happy, kind of, I guess. And so nobody really pays attention to her. They just kind of drop off their dead and usually don't give her money or anything, just kind of casted her out. And so she's trying to do all this, and she doesn't take time to just be a kid and have fun and do things. So doing that, she's pushing herself and working every day and not, doing all that, which in turn is causing her to die, basically. And her fingers are turning silver and gray, her hair is turning silver and gray. So she's basically killing herself by working so much and not asking for help in all this. So, that being said, that is where Alice and, I can't remember his name, Alice, oh Lord, Alice and Oliver. That is where Alice and Oliver come into the story, which are the two main characters in Furthermore, if I'm not mistaken. And Alice and Oliver are from a town, or a magical city called that's not Finburn, it's Three Dark Crowns. Baron, oh crap. I can't even remember the name of the place they're from. But anyways, they're from a magical city as well, and in their city you do these tests, and there's the highest you can score, and they send you off to they sent Alice off because she had the highest of the score, and they're sending her to Laylee to help her. And they didn't really give her anything or tell her what she was really doing. They just said they're just sending her to this place. They're not telling her any reasons or what she needs to do to fulfill her duty or whatever. I'm not really sure. So she goes, and of course Oliver goes along with her, which he's not supposed to. He just wants to go anyways because they're friends. So he goes with her. So you get them coming through like a magical undersea tunnel, popping up at her house, breaking a window, and trying to become friends with her and get her to see that she needs help, I guess. And so that's kind of where the story starts taking off a little bit. And Alice and Oliver also have the special gifts as well. Alice can bring life into people, or bring color into people, I guess. And Oliver has this gift to calm people's nerves. He kind of has Jasper's gift from Twilight. If you've read the books or you've seen the movies, you know what I'm talking about. He calms the emotions. He has the gift of persuasion, kind of, I guess. Just, So yeah, that's kind of his gift. So at the beginning, he kind of calms Laylee, persuades her to let them into the house and do stuff for her. And so yeah, that's where that goes. And she starts, and once he stops doing that, she kind of sees them and she wants to get rid of them. She doesn't want help. She's too proud to ask for help. And you can tell kind of in the story how Oliver becomes transfixed with Laylee and starts to like her, kind of, even though she's kind of pushing them away and wants them to leave. She doesn't want anything to do with them. She just wants to be by herself and she wants to do what she needs to do. And yeah. So that happens and she finally gets rid of them, and so they start leaving and they start walking down the road, and Alice and Oliver run into Ben. He's got a long name too. Ben something. I don't know. I just called him Ben because I didn't feel like trying to pronounce his whole name in my head. So I just called him Ben. And Ben has his own little gift. He's got bugs that live inside of his skin, and he's friends with bugs and spiders and all these creepy crawly things. So they meet him on the way to town, and Alice kind of becomes enamored with Ben. So you got two little love things going on here, sorta. And so they're with him and learning about him, and Laylee finally realizes that maybe she does need help, so she goes to look for them down the road. She meets up with them, and that is where things start to fall apart. So yeah, and I forgot to mention, I think, that Laylee is in Morshford. She also, her special gift, other than dealing with the dead, is she can see ghosts. So that's her gift. And so she talks to her mom, because her mom's ghost is in the castle. She talks to some other ghosts around. So, with that being said, she meets up with Alice and Ben and Oliver, and they try to get her to, like I said, just be a kid for once and to have fun and just go hang out. And so there's this festival or festivities that are going on in Whichwood that's every year, and so they're trying to get her to go to them at night and enjoy herself. And of course she can do that, but what she didn't realize is that the dead that they were cleaning and stuff, or the dead that need to be cleaned, have like an expiration date or something, and once they go past that expiration date, they turn into zombies and stuff. And so she kind of ignores all that to go and try to have fun with her friends. And while doing so, you got these ghosts and you got these undead people becoming restless because they think she left them. They think that she just gave up on them and she doesn't want to deal with them anymore. And she left them alone. So they are kind of unsettled, unrestful, and they break free of whatever is holding them in that graveyard and in the castle. And so once they do that, they are going to go to the town. And when they go to the town, they start killing people and taking over these people's skins and are like the Walking Dead, basically. So yeah, that's kind of what the story is about, and that stuff that happens. And it's also about, I think, probably about friendship and learning to just have fun and be a kid. And so with all that going on, that stuff starts happening in the city, and they realize that these ghosts and stuff are coming, and they're just wreaking havoc on that poor little village or whatever. And there's other stuff that happens farther into the story where the townspeople want to send Laylee to court and try her for her crimes against the town, which are dealing with the ghost and everything. So you got that going on. You got her friends failing, or so they think they're failing her, and they get sent back to or they're supposed to be sent back to their city or their village. That happens. They get out of that, and they once again try to come and help Laylee with her problems. And so, yeah, it's just a bunch of kids trying to help each other and trying to be friends. And just, it's really kind of a heartwarming story, I guess, in a way, too, because of these. Oliver and Alice don't really know Laylee at the beginning, and yet they want to help her and they want to be her friend. And all along you have, like I said, you have Laylee who is dying too because she was doing all the work and not asking for the help. So you have that, and so you also have other stuff going on. I won't say that because I don't think it's a spoiler, but it's kind of near the end of the book. And it's kind of a big plot, I guess. But you have that, and it's just, I really enjoyed the story. And I really enjoyed the characters. So now I really need to read furthermore to learn more about Alice and Oliver and what happened to them in that story. And I freaking love the covers of these books. Like, I don't even. It's just such a wintry looking book. And this was also a book that I read for 'Tis the Season-a-thon, because one of them challenges was read a book with snow on the cover. This one has snow, I don't know if you can see it right there and stuff, on the cover. So I finished it, loved it. Definitely a fun read. Definitely a fun middle grade read as well. So, and definitely teaches a lot about, like I said, friendship and just being a kid. So yeah. Let me know what you guys thought. If you've read this, if you have any questions, let me know. I will see you guys next time. Bye.